primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
One play at a time, guys.
Try
Let's
again
go.
here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Shotgun. We got three, fellas. We got three.
He's going to get it running right. And this play doesn't go anywhere.
Hey, tempo.
Backwards losing yardage 19. To the 11. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Wilson.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, and at least hold people to field goals.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 88 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, it's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around here for a while. I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now Wilson. He gets this out to Foster on the right side.
That's it, baby. Come on,
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
95. Gotta go.
Now Henderson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Let's get it. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got three.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Tempo, baby. Let's go. Let's go to work.
Get 11 back on that
jumbo.
one. It leads to 3rd down. They're
jumbo.
going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this
Confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me,
baby, let's go.
I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
12.
I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
We got three. Three down. All go special. 48 right now. Let's go. Hey. You're not ready.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills get it closer. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to the last one. To the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Mike's 49.
On 1st and 10, Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Get right there. Get right there. Get right there.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Kick 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 11. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run with Henderson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Let's go.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Playing hard, fellas, all day.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. That's Foster hauling the ball to the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now running right through him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. Talk about teams scripting goals to start a game. Allow them script to start the second.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
19.
A big play here for the Bills. 46 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team. And I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Give the tackle there to Keon Crossen.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, switch! Go ahead, 4 down.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, gotta go. We got four. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Here's Henderson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Spread left. Spread left. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. 4 down. 4 down. 4 down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right.
Right there.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, 49. Give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it.
Watch that leverage on this drive. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can tackle like that.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's what you do.
First down carry, it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Watch one. Single.
Looking outside, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and you worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And Garo's kick is right through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills getting set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over, But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I'm not going to go for it here. If we don't get it, we're going to give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Gotta go.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Here we go.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Hey, 0.
From the gun, it's Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again.
Let's go in now. Let's go.
Easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades being handed out this far.
To throw is Wilson.
Watch the out.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Hey, boys, we got football. Get it hot!
Interception. Taking a shot for Samuel. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check back. Set. 180.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Hey, run it.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
On the
The
ball,
Panthers
on the ball.
3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the 50, Newton. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fights loose. And now spinning away. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Tight. Wide 90.
We got 4. We got 4.
14, Friday.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's hauled in by Shepard.
I'm gonna hit
And
you
he'll get it up a little shy of the
day,
15.
baby.
They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time?
Let's get it.
A chance to win.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
4 down.
Gotta go.
Ringo. Check.
Gun.
Check. 48's the mic.
Spot that.
Ball, D, get the ball right.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Switch.
Escaping the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Bills on 3rd down.
Go.
They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
4 down.
Gotta go.
I got you. Hey, alert 48.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking it about the 36. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Shift. Blitz.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
4 down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Hey.
Great.
4 down.
Carry for Kamara. And an alley run. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
He's caught. He hits more. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play,
Here we go.
and it'll be 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Set.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Looking left-sided, he's got a man. It's Moore. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
4 down, 4 down.
Set.
This is Guerrero. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Making the throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills' offense coming out, ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. That was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Motion.
To throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty big
deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You got him. Double tight, double tight. We got 4.
Newton's going to throw it.
Here they come.
Steps away to his left. And this one's incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers. They let the mechanics off. If they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his otherwise they would have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy looking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got it, otherwise just don't do it.
On the carry is Henderson. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Carolina, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon.